Today I have 8 remote jobs in 4 different categories, and what's really cool is in each category I have 2 jobs. One of them is entry level and one of them requires just a little bit more experience. So I have 2 jobs in human resources, I have 2 remote accounting jobs, I have 2 work from home jobs in the insurance industry, and I have 2 remote tech support positions. And some of these jobs are non-phone, and at least one of them will provide training. So we're going to jump right into them, starting with the human resources jobs. And both of them are remote HR generalist jobs. So we're going to start out with one from Mannix Marketing. This is an HR generalist. It's remote. You can work anywhere within the United States. And I'm going to scroll down here to show you what this job pays. They tell us they'll pay between $55,000 and $70,000 per year, which comes to between $26.44 and $33.65 per hour. So in this role, you'll be responsible for the daily HR operations, company culture, and ensuring compliance with all applicable multi-state and federal regulations. You'll also provide exceptional support and guidance to employees at all levels of the organization. So in other words, you're going to manage the recruitment process, including job descriptions, job postings, screening, scheduling interviews, and reference checks. You'll manage employee onboarding and paperwork completion process and work with department heads to evaluate, revise, and enhance the onboarding process. You'll also develop and implement HR policies and procedures and perform regular HR audits. You'll respond to and resolve employee inquiries related to benefits, payroll, and general HR policies, plan and execute all aspects of leadership retreats, as well as design, implement, and monitor company culture feedback and celebratory incentives to enhance company culture and cohesiveness. To qualify for this job, you need to be a U.S. resident, and they'd like you to have a bachelor's degree in human resources, business administration, or a related field, and they'd like you to have at least 3 years' experience in an HR role. You need to be proficient in payroll software and HRIS systems, and you have a strong knowledge of payroll laws, multi-state and federal regulations, and best practices. And of course, you need excellent communication skills, you're detail-oriented, and they prefer you are HR certified. And that's just preferred, that's not required. So this is the first remote human resources position. This one pays between $55,000 and $70,000 per year. If you like this one, you can find the link below. This is job number 1. The second remote HR job I have is with Datavant. They're looking for a human resources generalist. This is a full-time remote position, and you can do this job anywhere within the United States. And I'm just going to scroll down this job lead to show you how much this one pays, which I'm pleasantly surprised. They'll pay between $80,000 and $90,000 per year. And that comes to between $38.46 and $43.27 per hour. So this job is similar to the one we just spoke about. In this role, you'll perform HR-related duties at the professional level, and you may carry out responsibilities with employee relations, investigations, and planning and development. You'll train and engage both managers and employees within the healthcare field to amplify your footprint in the digital healthcare transformation. You'll partner with employees and management to communicate various human resources policies and procedures, state and federal laws and regulations. You'll provide management with guidance on handling performance issues, corrective action plans, and involuntary terminations, and you'll respond to general employee relations issues. You'll create and/or facilitate various training events, assist with job descriptions, and assist with EEOC and DOL claims. You'll also assist with OSHA and safety initiatives and work with management on promotions and staff changes. You'll oversee employee headcount of at least 500 people, and they tell us you may have to travel up to 15% of the time. What that travel entails, I really couldn't tell you. You'll have to ask them when going through your interview, but my suspicion is it's just going to the various Datavant locations. So they'd like you to have 2 to 4 years experience in human resources management and at least 1 year experience with employee relations. You need a strong working knowledge of state and federal regulations as they pertain to the human resources field, and you need a strong working knowledge of Microsoft Office products, specifically Word and Excel. It's a plus you have compensation and job description experience, and of course you need to be organized, you can prioritize your work, you have effective written and verbal communication skills, and it's a plus you have experience with the Oracle HRIS system. So this job pays between $80,000 and $90,000 per year. If you like this remote HR job, this is job number 2. You can find a direct link in the description below this video. Next up, I have 2 remote accounting jobs, and the first one comes to us from Nova 401k Associates, and they're looking for an entry-level trust accountant. So this is a full-time remote position. You can do this job anywhere within the United States, and they are going to pay $50,000 per year, which comes to $24 per hour. So they're looking to fill 2 positions for the trust accounting team, and training will be provided. So your responsibilities include reconciling brokerage account statements for retirement plans on a cash basis, identify missing information in statements as well as unusual transactions requiring investigations. You'll prepare balance sheets and income statements for retirement plans, enter asset information in Form 5500 into the compliance software system, reconcile assets on transfer cases, and assist with other assigned tasks to balance workloads and receive well-rounded training. So all you need is a bachelor's degree, and they prefer you have experience with bookkeeping and accounting, and that's just preferred, that's not required. However, it's a plus you have prior work experience, preferably in a professional environment. You need to be self-motivated, disciplined, you have excellent organizational skills, and you're able to work in a team environment. You also need to be flexible, adaptable, you're able to multitask, and you are coachable. So this job pays $50,000 per year. It's an entry-level accounting job you can do from home. If you like this one, you can find the direct link below. This is job number 3. Our second remote accounting job is with Restaurant 365, and scrolling down this job lead, we see they'll pay between $70,000 and $90,000 per year, which comes to between $33.65 and $43.90 per hour. So they tell us the ideal candidate will have an ASC 606 experience, strong accounting skills, and preferably worked in a SaaS environment. So this job might be a little bit more than your typical general accounting position. You'll primarily be responsible for all aspects of revenue, including understanding Restaurant 365's product offerings and accounting under ASC 606. You'll review subscription and professional service contracts to ensure compliance with company policies and accounting standards, and collaborate with deal desk, sales, and AR teams to research and resolve billing and revenue-related issues. You'll participate in the full cycle general ledger close process and related activities, and work with internal and external auditors to ensure compliance with accounting standards and preparing roll-forward schedules. You'll also effectively partner with cross-functional teams to support business initiatives, drive process improvements, and implement best practices, and proactively identify issues and areas for improvement while helping to establish and maintain policies and procedures. So they'd like you to have a bachelor's degree in accounting and 2 to 3 years of relevant experience, preferably in a public or recent IPO software company. You can effectively collaborate and communicate with all levels of management and cross-functional teams, and you have the proven ability to plan and manage multiple projects while meeting set deadlines and team deliverables. You need strong analytical skills as well as advanced skills with Excel, Salesforce, Workiva, and Blackline, and they prefer you have experience using large-scale ERP. So if you like this job, remember it pays between $70,000 and $90,000 per year. You can find the link below. This is job number 4. I'm going to get into the last 4 remote jobs in just a second, but I want to quickly remind you to please consider subscribing to this channel, hit that notification bell, and make sure to turn on all notifications. That way you'll get all the job leads when I post them. So now on to the 2 insurance-related jobs, and the first one is with the company Enlight. They're looking for a workers' compensation QA auditor. This is a full-time remote position. You can do this one anywhere within the United States, and scrolling down this job lead, we see they'll pay between $23 and $24 per hour. In this job, you'll perform or confirm production and quality audits, assure compliance to in-house and or external specifications for standards, methods, and procedures that result in the precision, accuracy, and reliability of audited work, ensure quality of claims are in accordance with service level agreements and operations manuals, participate in reviewing the process design to contribute quality requirements and considerations, and assist product support areas in gathering and analyzing data. They'd like you to have a college degree, and they prefer you have professional medical certification. You're able to navigate multiple systems and screens simultaneously. You're also able to research information using web-based tools and analyze that information, and you're able to professionally and effectively communicate. You're detail-oriented, and you're able and willing to learn multiple segments of the business as required. So this is job number 5. It pays $23 to $24 per hour. If you like this insurance-related job, you can find the direct link below, job number 5. The second insurance job I have is with Pi Insurance. They're looking for a premium audit specialist. This is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States. And scrolling down like I always do, we see they'll pay between $26.50 and $31.50 per hour. In this role, you'll support the premium audit team, assisting with the review of vendor audits and handling audit disputes. So you'll be using all the appropriate systems and validation tools in order to effectively accomplish quality audit results, ensuring the policy premium is still right for the policyholder's business. You'll provide premium audit technical support as a subject matter expert in areas such as classification use, payroll calculations, internal audit procedures, and manual rules in both internal and external stakeholders. You'll also ensure that all Bureau test audit standards, where applicable, are met and exceeded, and determine actions required of PI Insurance and vendors to ensure standards are met. You'll communicate final audit results to customers and partners, and oversee the audit dispute process and ensure disputes are handled timely and accurately. You'll also develop and/or recommend training programs to address error trends and assist with completion of process improvement projects. As far as education, all they're asking for is a high school diploma or a GED. However, they would like you to have at least 3 years of professional work experience, and they don't specify what kind of professional work experience they're asking for. So as long as you've had at least 3 years professional work experience, you're good to go. They also want you to have at least 1 year experience in insurance and at least 6 months insurance audit experience. And then you need all the typical soft skills you need for just about every job. You're a good communicator, you have great interpersonal skills, you're detail-oriented, you're customer-focused, and you can take ownership and accountability. So if you like this remote insurance job, this one pays between $26.50 and $31.50 per hour. You can find the link below. This is job number 6. Our 7th job is the first of our remote tech support positions. This is with Restaurant 365. They're looking for a support specialist workforce payroll. It's a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States. And scrolling on down here, we see they'll pay between $22 and $29 per hour. So basically, you'll be responsible for supporting Restaurant 365 payroll clients. And the really good thing is this job is primarily non-phone. You'll respond to technical support tickets and participate in live chats, but you may have to reach out to customers a little bit by phone or screen share. So you'll prompt customers for information necessary to troubleshoot problem reports and reach out to customers by phone and or screen share as necessary to understand problem reports. You'll help customers understand Restaurant 365's payroll integration functionality and diagnose and document software defects and escalate them to management. You'll manage a personal queue of customer tickets and identify gaps in company self-help documentation. You'll also identify and share ticket trends with the implementation team and conduct basic training on an as-needed basis. So they'd like you to have a previous background with payroll and HR systems, as well as high attention to detail and Excel knowledge. You're flexible, adaptable, solutions-oriented. You have effective communication skills, strong technical aptitude, and a passion for helping people get the most out of technology. And they list a few preferred qualifications, and these are just preferred, they're not required. So they prefer you're familiar with restaurant management. They also prefer you're familiar with restaurant labor scheduling and labor management. They prefer you have an understanding of basic accounting and journal entry principles. They prefer you have an understanding of labor accruals as well as payroll implementation experience. And again, all of those are just preferred, they're not required. So this remote tech support job pays between $22 and $29 per hour. If you like this one, you can find the direct link below. This is job number 7. Job number 8, it's our last remote job. It's for a technical support specialist at Order Desk. It's a full-time remote position. You can do this one anywhere in the United States, and they are going to pay $55,000 per year for this job. And that comes to $26 per hour. So this is a non-phone job. It's a full-time technical customer support position, and you'll primarily communicate with customers through email. And they tell us in this job, a normal support ticket is equivalent to escalation tickets at other companies. So if you love a challenge and you're inherently curious to know more, this is the job for you. So that pretty much sums up what you're going to be doing in this job. So they're looking for someone who's analytical and has great writing skills. Obstacles are not your roadblocks. You're not afraid to ask questions, and you're comfortable finding your way around new software programs. You're self-directed, and you appreciate the balance between fun and professionalism. And you're collaborative, and you thrive on sharing your thoughts, ideas, and problem-solving strategies. They'd like you to have at least 2 years of working directly within email-based technical support in SaaS or combined technical and writing experience. And you get bonus points if you've already worked in a remote e-commerce role. You need to have extensive experience troubleshooting complex software issues, and you have the ability to concisely explain technical concepts in a non-technical way. And you're fluent in both written and spoken English. And something I just noticed that I should have mentioned earlier, they want you to be able to work Pacific Standard Times between the hours of 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. And that's regardless of your physical location, so you don't have to live in that time zone, just translate your local hours to those hours. And they list a few preferred skills, and these are just preferred. They prefer you have experience troubleshooting APIs, JSON, and utilizing application log analysis. They also prefer you have sound knowledge of key data flow and transfer protocols. They prefer you have experience with rule-based automation and complex settings. And they prefer you have experience helping new users implement SaaS applications in a B2B environment. And again, those are just preferred, those are not required. So this is our 8th job, our second remote tech support position. If you like this one, you can find the direct link in the description below this video. Remember, this is job number 8. Well, there you go. We just went over 8 remote jobs. We talked about some human resources, accounting, insurance jobs, tech support positions. They're all remote. Some of them are non-phone. Hopefully one of these jobs works out for you. But if you're looking for something a little bit different, check out this video right here. Maybe one of those jobs will work for you. Good luck to all of you who apply. And as always, thank you so much for visiting. And I'll meet you on the next job lead.